everyone and welcome to the platform of commerce. Today I am going to cover a chapter which is there in the HSC book, chapter known as consumer protection. Let's start. You have to understand who is a consumer and what do you mean by consumer protection and why it is needed. Consumer is a person who consumes the product. Okay, the buyer may or may not be the consumer. Why is it so? The buyer is a person who may buy the product from the market and may buy it to gift somebody. So if the buyer is buying the product and gifting it to somebody, then he is not a consumer, he is only a buyer. But when you are talking about consumer, consumer is a person who is consuming the product, the one who buy the product and also uses the product. Or maybe he is not the buyer, but he is using the product. So in that case, he is the consumer or she is the consumer. So consumer is the person who is consuming the product. So it is firstly very important to understand the difference between the buyer and the consumer. After understanding the meaning of consumer, now it is important to understand why there is a need for consumer protection. Now we know that there is two types of market, buyer's market and seller's market. What is buyer's market? Buyer's market means where the consumer is the king. What do you mean by consumer is the king is the product is designed as per the likes and dislikes of the consumer. If the seller's market is the place where the seller is trying to manufacture the product, then promote the product to advertisement and other means, and trying to influence the behavior of the consumer to buy his product. In the modern competitive market, consumer is regarded as the king of the market. Hence, consumer protection is required due to the following reasons. Okay, as it is, as you can see on the screen, need of participation of consumer. So it is noted that the business organization many times take decision which is affecting the interest of the consumers, and that too without consulting the consumers. The protection becomes very, very essential in this case where the manufacturer wants to dominate the market or dominate the consumer without consulting the consumer. He is manufacturing the commodities and is trying to influence the behavior of the consumers to buy the products. So here consumer protection becomes very, very important where the consumer interest can be protected. Secondly, lack of information. It is seen that the manufacturer and the consumer, they are not into direct contact with each other. Because the consumers live in a dynamic world and a complex world where the consumers are scattered all over, it becomes very difficult to have a direct contact between the manufacturer and the consumer. So today's market are full of domestic as well as imported products. So therefore, it is difficult to get correct and reliable information about the product before they purchase. Hence, consumer protection becomes important in this case. Ignorance means consumers are many times getting exploited by the business community, because in India especially, the consumers are mostly ignorant about their rights, their market conditions, price levels and product details. So a system is required to protect the consumer from the business malpractices. Hence, consumer protection becomes important in this case. Unorganized consumers are widely spread all over and they are scattered all over, so it becomes very, very important. On the other hand, if you see the sellers are united and they have their unions, so they are easily able to dominate the consumer because they are organized, and consumers are unorganized, scattered all over. Individual consumer cannot fight against the powerful businessman, so consumer protection becomes very, very important. Fifthly, spurious goods, that means duplicate commodities. It is not possible for an ordinary consumer to distinguish between the genuine product and the imitation product. So it is necessary to protect the interest of the consumer and the quality is not maintained accordingly. So the consumer is paying a higher price for the product, but he is not getting the original product. This is happening many times in the market. So it becomes very, very important. It is necessary to protect the interest of the consumers from such exploitation and by ensuring compliance with prescribed norms of quality and safety standards. Hence, consumer protection becomes very, very important. Misleading advertising. They may be advertising something which is actually not present in the product. So this type of misleading advertisement turns high level of sales, and the consumer gets exploited by not getting the right quality that has been advertised about the product in the advertisement. So consumer protection becomes very important to help the consumer to get redressed from the manufacturer if he has been exploited by the manufacturer because of misleading advertisement. Malpractices of business. Fraudulent and unethical and monopolic trade practices by the businessman leads to exploitation of consumers. Monopolies means creating monopoly. Many times 2 or 3 manufacturers are there. They get united and they artificially create the monopoly in the particular line of product. And then they charge high and exploit the consumers and cheat the consumer by giving them products at unfair or unreasonable prices. So to protect the interest of the consumer against such malpractices and against such trade practices, consumer protection becomes very, very important. We come to the next point. Point is trusteeship. Trusteeship means actually it is considered that businessmen are the trustees of the society's wealth because they are using the resources which is available in the environment. Hence, it becomes very, very important on the part of the businessman to make use of the resources which are available from the environment properly and correctly for the betterment of the society. If they fail to do so, then consumer protection becomes very, very important in that particular case. Next, we come to the rights of consumers. Now, we say that the consumer protection is important. That means it is important to protect the consumers from the exploitation of the businessman. So it is very, very important to first of all understand that what are the rights of the consumers. Year 1962, 15th of March, the then President of United States, Mr. J.F. Kennedy, declared certain rights of consumers. Hence, 15th of March is considered to be the World Consumer Rights Day. So, life to safety includes concern for the consumer's long-term interest as well as immediate requirements. So, according to the rights, consumer must get full safety and protection to his life and health. This safety should be in relation to medicines, electrical appliances, food, etc. Okay. Now, when you're talking about right to safety, I'll give you an example in this. Now, if you as a consumer buy a particular product which is edible product, then it is important that that product should have complete information about it on the package as well as egg mark if it is manufactured in India, or ISI mark or hallmark, etc., which makes the product safe. That means it is a information to the consumer that this product has been tested by the government authorities and it is safe for the consumers to be used. Hence, it is the right of the consumers to get such information on the package of the product, which makes sure that the consumers, if consumes the product, is safe for him. Secondly, right to information. According to right to information, the consumer has got complete right to get complete information about the product. So it is the duty of the manufacturer to give adequate information on the package of the product. So if you see, you buy the product, any product, it is already mentioned on the product, the date of manufacturing, the date of expiry, the batch number, the place of manufacturing, and the other details of the product. If it is an edible product, then ingredients in the product, how to cook the product, that is the recipe of the product, then safety measures about the product, how to keep the product, and other details about the product is important to be mentioned on the package of the product. Or if the information is very lengthy, then a leaflet along with the product can be given with complete information about the product. So that is right to information. Next, we come to right to choose. Right to choose means the consumer has got a complete right to choose the product. Choice is available to Indian consumers across the basket of the goods, and services have multiple, like telecommunications, travel and tourism, banks, electronics, fast-moving consumer goods, etc. Choose. According to this right, the consumer is given a full freedom to select the product as per his requirement, his liking, his purchasing capacity. So that is the reason when you go to a departmental store or a Apna Bhandar type stores, supermarkets, you will be able to see that the products have been displayed, similar type of products with different manufacturers, similar type of products of different manufacturers or different brands is placed together so that the consumer can make a price analysis or price differentiation, and the consumer can see and the quality and the quantity which he's going to get with the product and make his choice. The consumer is free to choose the product as per his requirement, his liking and his pocket. Next, we come to right to be heard. Right to be heard means the complaints of the consumer should be heard by the manufacturer or the company. Okay, according to this right, the consumer has an opportunity to raise his voice, okay, or to give complaint against the manufacturer. So the consumer has got the right to be heard, the manufacturer or the trader, on certain matters such as quality, quantity, price, packaging, etc. Nowadays, consumers can file online complaint through portal or mobile applications. Right to education. Right to education means the consumer has got the complete right to know about the consumer rights and solutions to their problems. That means the consumer should be given a complete information about what are the rights and how he can get solved if he is facing any problem or any grievances against the manufacturer with regard to the quality of the product, quantity of the product, or any other thing about the product. The right creates consumer awareness. An aware consumer can make rational choice of goods and services and protect his interest and rights from the exploitation of the businessman. Thus, consumer education becomes a priority concern. That means the consumer should be given complete information and education about what are his rights and how can he fight for his rights against the manufacturer where he is getting exploited from. Okay, so there are many NGOs and who are playing a vital role in regards to this particular thing. And we can see many slogans which have been created by the government, such as Jago Grahak Jago and all, which is being advertised on the television on a regular basis for the consumers to get aware about their rights and how can they fight for their rights. Next, we come to right to represent. Right to represent. Right to represent is the act that provides an opportunity to individuals and consumer groups to represent consumer interest before consumer forum. Okay. The act allows the consumer to be represented by a person who is not a professional advocate. This provision is in recognition of consumers' rights to represent. Next, we come to right to redressal. Right to redressal is basically getting compensation from the manufacturer for the product which is defective or where he is being exploited. So only filing of complaint is not enough to get justice for the consumers. The right implements for settlement also. That means I have just filed a complaint for the product or for the exploitation that I have faced as a consumer from the manufacturer. Just filing a complaint will not help me. What the consumer want is the redressal, that is the compensation, the loss which he have bared because of exploitation made by the manufacturer should be compensated. This right enables the consumer to demand repair or replace or compensation for defective products and for poor service. We come to right to health environment. Consumers have a right to healthy and clean environment. According to this right, consumer can demand action against the pollution causing business organizations. All consumers have the right to healthy and clean environment in present and future as well. Next, we come to right to protect their from unfair business practices. As per this right, all consumers are protected against unfair business practices such as black money or profiteering, that means increasing the profit by unnecessarily charging high prices for the product. Faulty weights, that is mentioning something else on the package and giving less weight to the consumer. Any other different ways of unfair trade practices the manufacturer is practicing. So the consumer has got the complete right to protect himself against such unfair trade practices and get compensated if he has been exploited. It is right against spurious goods. This right is against the marketing of goods which are hazardous to health. That means the goods which are dangerous for the life of the consumers or which are very unsafe for the life of the consumers. The consumer has got complete right to protect himself against such commodities. It is important for the manufacturer to give complete information that what are the danger points of a particular product when it is consumed. Some products are not safe for the children. Some products should be kept in a proper environment only. So such information should be given by the manufacturer so that the consumer is safe when he is using the product, because it is the right of the consumer.